all war is not kinetic. And essentially, China has declared war on the United States. Think of the number of individuals who die in this country every day from fentanyl that comes from China. That's just one of the many things. Now we have police stations that we find here in the country. We have balloons that fly across the country gathering espionage. They have absolutely unfair and cheating trade practices, undermining our manufacturers, undermining our agricultural products. It's an absolute war that China is producing on the United States, and in an effort to gain world dominance. And so it's an education thing that, you know, Republican or Democrat, damn it, wake up. We are at war with China, and here we are talking about pronouns and some of these other absolutely ridiculous subjects. We're at war with China and absolutely losing at the same time.
Shalom, shalom, Yahawah. I want to start off first things first, giving all praise and glory to Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem, Qadash, which in Pedro who returns, great names of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Double honors to the apostles, elders, the great millstone. And shalom to your sister, brothers, living is true. Shalom to the brothers and sisters that's listening and studying, show themselves approved. Shalom. Now, you just see from that clip, what was that? No, this looks like he's some type of politician, Republican from North Carolina, probably governor, senator, whatever. You know, he knows that China, which biblically, if you go back to the lineage of Chinese people, they go back to Moab. And Moab has Esau terrified now, at least the middle to the lower class Edomites. Because they don't realize that the elite Edomites already cut a deal with China. That's why everybody's going to get a power over to the beast, and they're going to initiate a one world system where the device will be made mandatory. They don't realize that's why the spy balloons went over this place. All the man, they giving them the key. They already at the border of Mexico. They about to just raid this sucker, man. Take it over, man. They done already sold out. It's funny right there. It says sold my soul. That's what the elite Edomites done did, man. They done sold everything to their agenda. And it's all biblical what's going on right now. That's why they're so shook. Like, military troops will run in Babylon the Great, aka America, the Russians and the Chinese. And particularly I want to get on that because this Edomite was mad and railing about China about to go to war with Babylon the Great, which is true. Which is true. You know, but what he don't realize is that, you know, it was by your people's own doing that this is about to happen. They cut a deal, man. They sent businesses overseas, what you call that, outsourcing jobs to China to build up their industry. That's where everything you get now say made in China. Babylon the Great is a consumer. China is a producer. Naturally, whoever produces makes the most money. So China has overtaken to be the world top superpower as far as economics go. Now, with that being said, their military is also built up better than the U.S.'s, and the whole world knows it. And China is basically flexing, which biblically, like I said, is Moab, the Moabites. Chinese are Moabites, Japanese are Ammonites. They came from Lot, so they are Shemitic, but they're not Israelites. They weren't even born of Abraham. So what's about to happen is these heathens about to bump head. You got Esau and Moab are about to clash real quick. This is about to happen, along with some other, the Eastern Edomites, the Russians. You know, that's that red horse coming at red power. And they military combined, like, it's way better than the U.S. And so it's got Esau scared because they see Babylon the Great's fall coming. And he's looking crazy and scared because he's looking like, man, look like y'all done sold us out. Like, spy balloons able to fly through, not get shot down, but let you try to fly a drone somewhere you ain't supposed to. They're going to shoot it down quickly. So they let you know that was all set up. You know, it was all, they all in cahoots to some level. They're going to just take it over economically, and the elites are going to let them have that pass. And when the middle class to the lower class try to fight, be patriotic, that's when you're going to get that war. And the Lord told us this at that time. And see, we shouldn't be like, oh, the Moabite, I'm gonna be a Moabite. No, man. Both of them are heathens. They're both a part of Psalm chapter, 83rd chapter. We're talking about, man. Matter of fact, let's start that out. Let's start there. So I want to make sure I got that right. Let's go to Psalms 83 and 5. Yeah, especially here 6. Psalms, chapter 83. Because it says, the tabernacles of Edom and Ishmaelites of Moab and of the Hagarenes. It started displaying a bunch of nations that are confederate against us. When you bump up and read number 5, verse 5. So Edom and Moab about to bang, but they're both heathens. They both hate Israel. That's why when China runs through here, that's why the event in Jeremiah 30:7 is called Jacob's trouble. Because Moab and Esau, all these nations that the Lord named off right here, are going to jump on us again in order to try to eliminate us. So that's why we can't be like, oh yeah, I'm on Moab's side now, man. They all heathens. They all hate us. They all know we're the children of Israel. And they're looking to stomp us out and then fight for who's going to be the top dog. But they want to get us out the way because they know we are the chosen people. We are Israelites. So there will be a battle over here. And Jake going to feel it the hardest. That's why it's imperative as an Israelite to be in this truth. Whereas the 2/3, when this war kick off, they're going to get caught up in it. And they're the number one target. When China and Russia don't invade, they're going to primarily raid Jake neighborhoods. Like a purge. They're going to go for Jake. And Esau going to let him. He going to team up with him. That's why, we're going to need that standard to be lifted up to make it through this. So let's go to Psalms. It's going to show you that Moab is going to bang with Esau and overtake Esau. And it was prophesied in our Bible. And that's part of World War III. And this is Psalm 68. And it says, Moab in my washpot. It says, Moab is my washpot. Over Edom will I cast out my shoe. And Philistia by irony triumph thou because of me. Philistia going to Philistines. The Philistines were Hamites. Your Africans. Remember, they sold us to Esau. But I like when it said that Moab is my washpot. He about to clean Esau up using Moab. Moab is now overtaken Esau. And Moab wicked too, because I noticed if you look at it, Moab has done everything that Esau did. They just did it better and perfected it because they kept the old principles. So now Moab really in the world is the new superpower, is the top dog now. And Moab about to feel itself and flex on Esau, over rights on who gonna, rule the world in these coming years. They don't know Yahawashi about to whoop everybody, but this is what's about to happen in the meantime. They just said, Moab is my washpot. They got a way stronger military than the U.S. And the Lord is going to use Moab against Esau. See, this is why this is spiritual, Yahshua. This is why this is spiritual. Because this is a good to our benefit. This is where we get the benefit from it. Esau cannot focus on the children of Israel because he also has to fight with Moab as well and all these other nations. He has to fight with them. To prove that, let's go to Jeremiah 50:14. Check it out. This is Jeremiah 50:14. Put yourselves in array against Babylon round about. Oh, yea, they bend the bow. Shoot at her. Spare no arrows, for she hath sinned against the Lord. Now, when you break that down, it said, put yourselves in array against Babylon. That's all these nations are now against Babylon. Who is in the power seat of Babylon the Great? Esau as a nation, the Edomites. So all these other nations, your Arabs, Ishmael, Moab, Chinese, Ammon, Japan, because the Japanese, they're going to turn on Babylon the Great. You have even Edomite on Edomite crime. Western and Eastern Edomites going to be fighting. So that's how bad I say that kingdom is split, man. They divided. They about to fight against themselves. And see, what they does is they can't focus on all the children of Israel. That's why I see the Lord made like a sliver we can make it. Because they got to fight with each other. And that means Esau can't sit back and focus on Israel because he has to fight other nations as well. He's going to get spread thin. That's why when they say that What did it said? All yea, they bend the bow. What does that mean? Everybody has nuclear capability. All nations got nuclear capability, like India, North Korea flexing their muscle. Iran got some. All these other nations now have nuclear ability, and plus, even better. Plus, you got the Edomites in Europe who started the nuclear program. They have better nukes. All of them, they bend the bow. Them arrows going to nuclear nukes, the missiles, ICBM, intercontinental ballistic missile. And it says, shoot at her, spare no arrows. All these nukes gonna go off. That's why we gotta pray that there's a chariot, which the world calls UFO, with our name on it, that's gonna beam us up before this event goes down, man. That's why we in this truth so hard, man. We want to be one of the ones that get picked up by the Lord, because this place is about to get nuked, and we know that. I mean, they saying that in the world. I see it all in my news feed every day. They talk about some nuclear talk. I'm like, damn, it must about to go off sooner or later. We weren't hearing this stuff 20, 30 years ago. And one time I know I'm about to nuke them. And China got better nukes than the U.S. They got hypersonic, a better hypersonic. And then the Lord gonna tell you why. For she have sinned against the Lord. Talking about Babylon the Great, Esau, even so-called white man. Their nation is against the Lord. They're trying to spread alphabet agenda to other countries and force them to do it. You know, a lot of countries did it, but now they're starting to buck up, because everybody bucking up to Esau right now. So, hey, it's just that season, man. Esau about to, hey, this is the end of Esau. That's why this is exciting times. Yahshua, this is the end of Esau. You heard the Edomite pleading? He know the end is coming. He know it. Because let me go to, let's go get that again. The Lord was serious. He said it's in there twice. Well, check this out, Yahshua. You go to Psalms 108 and 9. And it reads, this is Psalms 108 and verse 9. Moab is my washpot. Over Edom will I cast out my shoe. Over Philistia will I triumph. Philistia will I triumph. So that it's in there twice. So they let you know the Lord ain't playing, man. He said he gonna use Moab to wash up Esau. You know, the Lord will be casting out the shoe. He's done with Esau. Esau ain't about to rule no more. And they know it. The Edomites know it. That's why they really squealing and crying right now. If you really, you know, test the temperature. So what's going on right now? See, Esau can't blame nobody but themselves for this. That's why the Lord, man, the Lord is magnificent the way he does things. When you really think about it, Esau set himself up. He pushed down Yahshua to show Yahshua nothing. Taught Moab, the Chinese. Remember, they was in their school. They taught them all their secrets, and then Moab took it and did it better. And then you gave Moab industry. You gave Moab everything he needed to destroy you. Talking about, you know, the Edomites. They gave Moab everything to destroy them. And they're better at it. You know? So that's that, man. That's this verse right here to perfection. Because all Moab did was just watch Esau copy him and do it better. And now he's about to flex on him. So this is Proverbs 26-27. Whoso diggeth a pit shall fall therein, and he that rolleth a stone will it return upon him. Now you should know what that really means. Because Esau dug his own pit by outsourcing all his companies and industry over to China in order to save money. You gave Moab your industry, China. You gave them your industry, and they used it and got strong. And now they're about to turn on Esau. Esau been made bare. Esau looking weak. Moab smells that blood, and he's going for it. But don't forget, Yahshua, Moab also hates Israel the most. So you ain't gonna get no break from them. Moabs hate us too. You see what's going on right now is the Lord, he talking to us, man. He's gathered his nations, man. He's up there. He got them all rattled up. All these nations all rattled up. Because right now, Yahawashi is pleading for his nation, man. starting with this gospel, this truth, starting with the apostles, elders, a great millstone on down, and like-minded brothers. This truth is going forth, and the truth is to gather the elect. And check it out. This is Joel 3:2. I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat and will plead with them there for my people, talking about Israel, and for my heritage, Israel. See, it says it. Whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. See that? So this truth is going on, man. That's the Lord. He pleading with these nations like, hey, I'm about to get my hopeful elect back. And that's really what got all these nations really shook. Because the elites know this book is true. They know this prophecy is true. So they're trying to make their moves and jump on that woman, which goes to the nation of Israel. When you read Revelation, trying to jump on that woman, get rid of the Israelites. Therefore, Yahawashi won't have nobody to save. They don't know, like, the Lord gonna keep us. So when Yahawashi come back, those souls he gonna get them. Because they're his. They're the Lord's. They're Yahawah, Bashim, Yahawashi's. Lord willing, we are part of the hopeful elect. Part of the hopeful elect, you good. You golden. You got the best, what they all say in the world, you got the best seat in the house. Man, you in the house of David, you in the hopeful elect. Man, you got the best seat in the house, man. Just get your popcorn out. The Lord about to, hey, see us through this, Yahshua. He gonna see us through it, man. It's gonna be spectacular. So with that, I just wanted to show that China, the Lord is using these nations, like all the nations the Lord made, it's like he puppeteers them and uses them for what he needs them to do, to really do the will of Yahawashi, what I noticed. And when you read the word and you can understand it, you'll know what's going on at the time. You'll know why these nations are raging, what they're doing, and why they're doing it, and why we're seeing these things happen at this time. It's because it's prophecy raining out. And that Edomite in that clip, as you just seen the beginning of it, man, he let you know what time it is, man. He scared, man. He like, oh man, we about to, hey, look, what's that American dream? That's about to go bye-bye, man. Quickly. Babylon the Great is destroyed. She's done. She's leaking. It's the Titanic. This place is about to be out of here. And everybody, hey, the panic is on the wall. The first person pushing the panic button are the middle class, the rich Edomites. Not the wealthy Edomites, but the rich Edomites. They pushing the panic button, man. I wasn't promised this. I was told. They ain't got $1 billion bunkers like the elites. What's that? The Elon Muskies, the Jeff Bezos, and Gates of Hell. You know, they got $1 billion bunkers. They the ones doing the agenda. The middle class, they ain't a part. They like, hold up, man, you done sold me out. You know? China is the Lord's wash pot. They about to clean Esau up, and they see it coming. So they scared. They scared. They's not wanting to go. Really, Esau don't really want to go to war with all these other nations. Basically, Esau going against the world, like that preachers we read earlier. You know? Let's double back to that, man, because that's what's going on. Let's end back off with that Jeremiah 50 and 14. It says, put yourselves in array against Babylon round about. Oh, yea, they bend the bow. Shoot at her, spare no arrows. And there go your prophecy right there. These nations about to jump on Esau. And he's divided. So Esau got an L coming, and he knows it. That right there should put you in a good mood and excite you. Esau got an L coming, Yahshua. A major one coming. It ain't nothing he can do about it. It's set in motion. What they say, out of your hands, it's out of their hands, man. This thing about to go off, and they about to fall flat on their face. You know, when they eat, it's about to rain down on them. Yahshua. So with that, man, I hope this has been edifying. I want to say Kwam Yahshua, DJ Bob, Shalom.